Hello guys, good morning and welcome to another market review. Today it's Tuesday, so we have some nice Monday ranges to work with. A lot to talk about, a lot to update from our previous update on Friday, where we covered Bitcoin and Aptos. So we'll take a look at those first and then we'll talk about what our future game plans are and potential trades, okay? So let's first start off with Bitcoin as always, right? What were we watching in the previous video, right? So we were trading down here and on the hourly we had this nice local sweep of some lows which we talked about in the video into low time frame demand. And what did we say here? Mixed feelings on Bitcoin down here after sweeping this local low. We said that this either could have the strength to just break above this area and above OTE from this down leg. So if we would reclaim this, that we would potentially run towards our next target, which was 22.8k, or if we would break below here, that we could have seen a sweep of those lows and then we would have looked for longs on the reclaim, okay? Here's a screenshot of our previous market review. As you can see, we were trading here, said if we break above there, likely run towards next target, and that's what happened, okay? So, very nice. What are we watching next, right? So we're still in this weekly Bitcoin weekly range, and obviously from range high we swept range from range lows we swept range lows. Next logical target on Bitcoin, as we take a look at this purely from a liquidity standpoint, would be towards range highs, okay? If range lows are swept, next draw obviously is towards range highs. Now, what I've also talked about in the previous videos was that this high would be significant as well. Now, why? I didn't really see a reason to get short until we ran this high, not from this high, but this one here. And why is that? Because we have our supply here resting above this high, so liquidity resting above this high, the stops resting there, and it lines up beautifully with supply, and the combination of those two, I'd say we either locally top, or if we're about to get a decent retrace, even if it's just something like this where we retest our mid-range. But yeah, as you can see, we haven't really gotten any decent retests on Bitcoin. So if we're about to get one, I'd say it's the most logical if we get it from here, or even after sweeping those range highs, okay? Does that mean I'm looking for shorts? Not really, okay? I think Bitcoin is still very bullish, and I'm still targeting higher, so I don't see a reason why I'd be looking for shorts personally. If you take a look at this market structure, right, every time we sweep a low, price just gets bought. And as I said, next logical draw on Bitcoin is towards this range high, so that's what I'm targeting next. I'm also not blindly longing this, by the way. But yeah, let's see some game plans here on Bitcoin and where I would get involved, okay? So let's mark out our Monday range. Like this. Monday high. Monday low. And that gives you a clean view already on the lower time frames. Where's liquidity gonna be resting? Stops above Monday high and below Monday low, okay? So the highest probability trades would be either, so as you can see, we have some highs resting above Monday high. So just purely for a liquidity standpoint, and some lows resting below Monday low. Okay, if you draw a range in between those levels, you're probably going to see, yep, our mid-range lining up beautifully with this former key high that I just talked about. Okay, so confluence is very nice here. Also, if you draw them from this high, so the really key high and the key low, you can see as well that mid-range slightly lines up with that key high. Okay, so we can use these levels to sort of give us a view of where price is likely to head next. So if we do something like this, sweep and then go for the highs, right? Ideally, we also take this high here and then break back below Monday high. What's the next logical draw on liquidity? That's going to be on Monday low and this low. Okay, so if we do that, maybe look for scalp shorts, especially if you're long on alts, if you're in spot longs. Target Monday low next. If we so then target here and potentially even this inefficiency down there. Okay, so all the way, so like this, and maybe even into this weekly mid-range. Okay, if we don't see that and instead go for Monday low from here, so if we do this, sweep Monday low, and we leave all of the liquidity resting above here, so slightly equal highs, by the way, here and here, and this high above there, then I don't think we'll fill in this, but then I think we just sweep these lows, sweep Monday low, get a reclaim, then you want to get on board, target Monday high, and at that point I think we should have enough strength to extend those targets and go for our 25k range high. Okay, so ideally look for the downside first, but yeah, obviously in times like these, not sure you're gonna get it. Would I feel comfortable longing the break above here? No, because I think if we pump from here, chances we just dump back below increase, and then go for well, the chances we dump back below Monday high and go for Monday low increase. So yeah, I would rather sit out and maybe look for some longs on altcoins instead. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. I hope that's clear. Still bullish, still targeting higher, but obviously not rushing into anything. Only if we get a nice sweep or a clean setup on Bitcoin, I'd take it. Okay, what is interesting for me is our altcoins at the moment. Okay, usually I'm not that kind of altcoin guy, but yeah, that's kind of normal if you're trading in a range like this. Whenever Bitcoin trades like this, just vertical, yeah, you want to pay attention. I've traded a really nice I've had a really nice trade on Aptos last week. If you followed along, I covered this in my market review as well on Friday. Took some screenshots as well. Right here, I was bullish. I was in a long, posted this in the Discord and I think also on Twitter, that I was long here in validation below here, slightly above range low, because I thought if price were to sweep these local lows, we should have done this and instantly reversed and gone back up. But yeah, as you can see here, this just played out beautifully. Long from here, I closed, so yeah, I wasn't home, I had to close on my phone, so I closed 70% on the first impulse out of this range, and I kept the rest, and then woke up the next morning and price just absolutely ripped higher, so got like 4R on that one, so really nice. What am I watching on this? nothing much. We just swept some lows here actually, but also swept some highs, and this pumped a lot already. Obviously can go a lot higher here, but yeah, let's take a quick look. If I were to look for trades, well, it could go from here, to be honest, because we swept some lows into demand. So if we manage to get back above this local resistance here, do something like this, could be a nice long to new highs. But if we don't, I would say look for longs on the sweep of these lows. Okay, so a slightly lower, somewhere around there, and then rip higher. But that's not the main coin I'm watching at the moment. What I am watching is Link. Okay, so for Link, I'm already in a half risk long from yesterday. Also posted that on Twitter. So let me quickly explain why. Starting off on the daily. Actually, let's start off on the weekly. So on the weekly, we have two main weekly ranges, right? The first one is going to be this one. And then the second one is this one, okay? So let's go to the 3-day. So as you can see, price has just been ranging in between this range high and this range low, right? High, low, back to the highs, nuked again to the lows, the highs, the lows, okay? And then the second range is is this one right here. Why? Downside, low, where we bounced from this high, we went back to the lows, swept the lows and got a solid reaction. Okay, that's why I really like that range as well. And yeah, where is the next logical draw gonna be? At least towards this high here, and it's a little bit like Bitcoin, right? So where supply is resting here, Bitcoin is already trading in this area, so I don't see a reason why Link wouldn't catch up and go for this. There, I'll take some off, okay, and trail stops. And then the next target will be towards all of these equal highs, okay? So there, there, and there. As you can see, that gives you a beautiful setup. Long from there. Invalidation. Why there? Come on, yep. Why there? Because I would allow sweeps, right, of these lows into this area, but lower than that, I don't want to see it go, okay? So I would allow some sweeps of these lows into demand, local demand, lining up with this mid-range beautifully. But then I will want to see a solid reaction, a reclaim, and then a rip higher. Okay, if it goes from here, happy days, no worries. Like I said, if it goes for this range high here, take some off. That would be over 1 hour already, so take some off. Trail stops probably below here, and then hold. Maybe trail some off around here as well, and then towards final target, this range high. Okay. So mainly watching this one, and then yeah, as I said for Bitcoin, I'm just chilling in spot for now, waiting for either a sweep of Monday low and this low under, or just let it rip and pump my Link long. Okay, so I hope that's clear for everyone. Hope you liked this. If you did, leave a like on the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave a comment, let me know what you think, let me know what I can do better. I would appreciate that a lot. Thanks to PrimeXBT for sponsoring these videos. Link is in the description. You can trade all kinds of markets there on PrimeXBT. You can get up to $7,000 in bonuses, so it's definitely worth checking them out. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.